Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into the Mancave101 Podcast. As you can see, Leo disappeared, so we're off to a great start. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the delay. Leo's back. There he is. He hit the wrong button.
He is.
We apologize for the delay. You're good, bro. We are back from Comic-Con. Our pockets are a lot lighter. And we're back here, and we're ready to talk about a bunch of stuff that we missed over the past week. So as usual, I want to welcome you on into the Mancave101 Podcast. With me, as always, from the Man Cave, Leo. What's going on?
You okay, peoples?
We're Brooklyn at Big Chase.
Peace.
The nicest guy on the podcast is here tonight. Charles, what's happening, man?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. All right. So as normal, I'm going to do our usual spiel, if you will. We do talk full spoilers. So if there's something that you haven't seen, please feel free to exit, come back in and watch us afterwards. So we do talk full spoilers. There will be drinking. Leo's definitely going to be cursing. I've seen the names on the Comic Corner tonight. There's going to be a lot of cursing.
Contract.
There's definitely going to be drinking and smoking. And I can tell that She-Hulk is going to be a heated debate tonight. So we're probably going to get into some shit. As usual, you can find us on almost every single platform: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So to start us off, we are going to kick it off with the Comic Corner. So Leo, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Okay, I'm rusty, people. So if you guys are playing the drinking game with us,
drink.
You're about to get really drunk. You're about to get really drunk and really fast. All right, the first book that we got up today is Star Wars: The High Republic #1. This has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 first appearances of. Okay, the first appearance of the first person is Vladar Mac, a Jedi. The first appearance of Marthea Kathleen. That's the second appearance. First appearance, second person. Third person, first appearance is Trey Shrek. Fourth person, first appearance is Sunshine. The cover artist is
Ario Drink.
Yes. Ario Anadito.
Yeah, and then Dico never drink.
Hell no. One day, one drink. Forget that.
There you go. How it goes.
The writer is Kevin Scott. This book also has 3 variant covers. This is one of the best covers that I thought it was pretty sick. And also, like we say, always in the Bad Cave, always collect the first appearances because you never know, especially the way Disney Plus is going.
There's already rumors it's going to be a show.
Yes, and the High Republic, they're already talking about this so much, and everybody's wanting this so much, so you never know.
Yeah.
All right, next book that we have is Wakanda Forever. Actually, that's cover.
That's a cover.
Yes. This is the origin of the Black Panthers. It was historically in a timeline. So you'll probably, in this book, get, I haven't read it yet, this book actually came out this week. So you'll probably get the first Black Panther and the secession from there going forward. The inside artist is Paco Medina. The cover artist is Mateos Mahanani. I got that.
Mahanini.
Okay. I guess we'll be nice and give it to you. That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to drink.
The writer is Evan damn it.
Evan Drink. There it is. Redemption.
That's 2. Okay. And there's also 3 variant covers to this book as well. There's a lot of variants out this week because there's a lot of first and #1s this week. The next book that we have is another crazy cover. Ghost Rider #1. First appearance. This also has a first appearance of Exhaust. First team appearance of Shadowhunters, FBI splinter organization led by Talia Award.
Ghost Rider 7.
7? Oh, yes, 7. Shit, I wrote 1. Sorry.
That's okay.
Ghost Rider 7. Sorry, people. All right, the cover artist is Kale Naju. Mayu?
I think you should just drink.
I'll drink with you.
I'll drink with you as well.
All right, what's his name? Somebody give it to me.
I was gonna say Kale Nagu. Kale Nagu. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Artist is Corey Smith. The writer is Ben Percy. This cover also has 2 variant covers, but this cover is the dopest one that I think. The next book that we have on the block is Daredevil number 4. This is a key moment in the relationship of Daredevil and Elektra. So this is going on their relationship, going on if there's this daughter, if there's not. There's a whole speculacism. Like I said, these books just came out this week. I haven't had the chance to read them. So by next week, I should give you some more information. The cover artist is Marco Chichito. Yeah, okay, I got that one.
Yeah, that's
Chicheco.
Chicheto.
It's Chichito, man.
It's Chicheco. Chicheco.
You guys have that English accent. This is Marco Chichito. This is Marco Chichito. Okay. And the artist is Rafael de la Torre. The writer is Chip Zdarsky. Sorry.
I don't know if you also saw. There's a variant cover of this that has Luke Cage Power Man.
Yes.
Like the old school Luke Cage. Really dope.
Yes.
Like a homage cover almost. It's really dope.
That one just came out actually today. I saw it, and that's the only other. I think. Wait, no. There's 3 now variant covers of this book this week. All right. Guess the next book that we have on the chopping block is Venom number 11. This is the first full appearance of the sleeper agent, the sleeper symbiote, actually, and he's also called the sleeper agent. The cover artist is Brian Hitch, and the writer is Ram the Fifth, or V.
Ram V.
Ram V.
It just took me 31 episodes just to get that V right. It's all right. The last book on the chopping block is The Death of Superman, 30th anniversary.
Looks
sick cover.
Jesus, I love this book. This is done by Francisco Martina, and he is the man for doing Superman and Doomsday. So if you want this, instead of getting the homage cover that they have the Superman emblem with the blood on it, I suggest you get this one because this one looks like it's going to be worth a little bit more money.
Yeah, that one's going to be pretty dope.
That's a great cover.
That's a sick ass cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they had this at Comic-Con. I would have freaking spent more money than I should have.
What do you mean by that?
People, the surprises that we have for you this week, the content that we're going to have for you about Comic-Con. You guys are going to be in for a treat. All right, that does it for the Comic Corner. Everyone, let's take a sip. And you should be almost lit by now.
And don't forget to support your local comic book shops, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Support your dealers.
Support your local comic book podcasters too, because we're broke coming back from Lord.
Yeah, let's start it off with a little New York Comic-Con wrap up. So anybody have any thoughts, things from Comic-Con that they want to share with the people, besides the fact that my wallet is screaming at me since last week?
My bank account looked at me and said, nah. Nah. You wanna do something? You wanna do something this weekend? Nah.
Bro, who you telling? I'm like, good Lord. Every time I'm looking like, did I really spend that? Like,
yeah.
What the? Yo, it's absolutely crazy. And the thing about it is we didn't get all the stuff that we wanted.
Sure didn't.
There's really some terrific pieces out there, some great books that were out there. We did manage to get some signatures and all of that. So, I wasn't completely mad. A lot of excellent artwork out there, man. It's like some of some of these artists are really, really killing it and whatnot. It was so great. A lot of great cosplayers out there, seeing a lot of super, super costumes out there. It was really nice and whatnot. It's nice to see everybody back and see everybody in the grind of it and whatnot. A lot of the artists and authors and writers that were there, we met some really nice people. We got, like I said, we got some surprise content coming your way. So stay tuned for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to say this was my first Comic-Con, and it was definitely memorable. I got 11 different things signed, which is like unheard of. These guys were all like, "You got 11 things signed? What are you doing?" I got Chris Sabat signed a couple of Funko Pops for me. In case you all don't know, he's the I think it's actually Chris Sabat. I don't want to say his name wrong. He's the voice of a lot of different people in anime, but I think he's best known for Vegeta. And the two pops he signed for me were a Vegeta pop and an All Might pop. In case you guys don't know who those characters are, look them up. I'm not gonna get details on that right now. Also, I had David Nakayama sign like 5 or 6 different comics. I'm like a big collector of his. I have like a million of his books. That was really cool. I had multitude of other people sign, and honestly, an experience I'll never forget. It was just really dope, and I can't wait to go back every year because now I got the old itch.
To see Aaron at his first Comic-Con was fucking glorious. How hard he went in. Holy shit. He was like, "Oh, wait, I got this. Wait, I got that. Wait, I got
I keep because it keeps on forgetting me because it's not in my presence right now. I also got my first Todd McFarlane signature on a book at my first Comic-Con.
Nice.
Like that is also to me. I got the Todd father to sign something at my first comic. Like y'all talk about an experience I will literally never forget in my life. It's crazy. He's also really, really cool. I spoke to him briefly, said like a sentence, but he's a really cool guy. So I just all the things that I got to do, and we only went Thursday. Next year we're trying to go 4 days. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next year it's going to be we thought one day was a shit. Yeah. We're starting a Comic-Con fund for our addiction. Since that's how bad this podcast is getting.
We're going to be posting our Cash App and Zelle if you want to donate to it.
Donate to our addiction. We accept all donations. Yeah, also this Comic-Con blew us away with the amount of displays that they had. Yes. You have your usuals that are crazy. Alex Ross, Chef Kiss, your booth, and your carpet, man. Your carpet was a blessing to people's feet at Comic-Con. So whatever you did with that carpeting, you are the man. That shows the quality of just that, me being able to relax my feet and enjoy your artwork. Dude, you get a million Chef Kisses for that. Also, all the statues and all the new stuff that we saw, like the Demon Slayer booth wasn't there last year.
Yeah, that Demon
and
Slayer
all the figures that they had inside of it, and the actual swords.
They were selling swords from the show.
They were selling swords. You couldn't buy them at Comic-Con, okay? But you can pre-order them, and then you can have them shipped to your house. But the swords, the actual replicas of the swords in the show, were there, and also the freaking what was it?
Oh, are you talking about Luffy? That giant Luffy on the boat?
Luffy blew up Luffy?
Yeah.
We were like, holy
13.
Holy shit. That was freaking insane.
Yeah, that thing was crazy. It went from floor to ceiling, literally. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was literally one of the high attractions. And we had, of course, as always, in the Dragon Ball booth, we had our dragon with the freaking 7 freaking Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Which was also, he wasn't a blow up, was actually a freaking figure. I was like, how the hell they do that? But whatever. Yeah. But the Dragon Ball booth is always sick. But you guys are going to get a lot of the content that we're talking about in the next.
You can check out the Mancave101 Podcast on TikTok. You'll definitely, there's a video running around right now that will show you some of the great features of a Comic-Con. Just a spectacular convention this year. You know, after being missing and people. Shout out to Peach Momoko. You know what I'm saying? We saw her.
Yeah.
Enya Lee, you know, great guys. They were like, you know, just generous to a fault. Shout out to Sean from Comics Elite. We ran into him, Comics Elite Comics. You know what I'm saying? Showed us a lot of love.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We just ran into a lot of great people there, man. Like everybody was happy to be there. People just having a ball.
The cosplayers were also great, and I heard that obviously we only saw Thursday. I'm sure the cosplayers on the weekend were also insane. But even the ones we saw, I saw off the top of my head, I saw a Doctor Doom that was really good.
Yo, did you see the Doctor Strange?
I did see Doctor Strange. I saw Doctor Strange.
The Doctor Strange sitting in the chair with the hands. Somebody had that as a cosplay. It looks.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I also saw the guy. I always forget his name. He's the guy he's real life Peter Griffin. He was there on Thursday when we were there. I asked him a couple of times. You know, it was so cool to see so many nerdy people in the same place at the same time. I was like overwhelmed to an extent. My brain was definitely on overload.
Yeah, but we freaking went crazy in there though. That was an overload. So next year you guys are going to get a lot more content, a lot more stuff. But we're piling all of our videos all in together. And we're going to send them all over to our Grandmaster of Videos, Chase. So he's going to freaking make all our shit, make all our stuff look, try to make all our stuff look good. So it's going to be a great video for you guys to more content for you guys to see, and we get Comic-Con, one in the books. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Also, a full man cave tour with almost everybody in the man cave chilling and drinking at the same time.
Don't miss that.
Hey, yo, this is the first time everybody met Charles in person.
It is in person.
We saw the Batman.
The Batman made an appearance.
We got to hang out with him and drink with him. And he stuck the fucking landing.
It's all about vengeance.
No, it was a great time meeting you guys and definitely having a good. I mean, it's funny. I used to go to Comic-Con all the time, and I fell off the Comic-Con for a few years, and then COVID hit, and it kind of stopped everybody from going to Comic-Con. But it was you know, it was like home, you know, coming back home. And, you know, it was like, you know, just to see everybody, see all the families, the couples, the brothers, the sisters, everybody just together in one spot, you know, loving this stuff, enjoying this stuff. You know, I've met some Trekkie lovers, some Star Wars lovers, some of everything. Like it's that world, that universe that just all the geekism can just come together all at one time and just enjoy. Met some amazing people, got some amazing art from some really good guys. I had got a nice little piece, you know, from my boy. Listen, I saw this. Jim Kelly is one of my favorites. And I just had to, you know, shout out to one of the artists I met, Lloyd Marshall Briggery. Like, I just like,
yo,
bro, you know, we gotta have him on. Yeah, so I just really had to. Cool. But that's just some of a lot of people that we met there that was just super beautiful dope, people, and you know, and shout out to the co-creator of Good Boy. Like she was nice.
Kathy
Christina Blanche or something.
Super nice, super sweet. We definitely gonna get her on the show.
Yeah, we met a lot of people from, you know, because some of the indies was there. I was like wondering, Image wasn't there. I was wondering why some of them didn't show up, but the ones that were there, we got to meet them and talk with them, and it was just a beautiful thing. And I really appreciated the just the time there, meeting you guys and hanging out. And you know, it was Chase's birthday, so you know, got to say happy birthday to that cat over there. You know.
Oh, the rubber duckies, baby!
Yeah,
the rubber duckies.
It's all about the rubber duckies, you know. Ernie, bro.
That's an inside joke. That's the inside joke.
Man. Oh man.
You know, but I definitely shout out to Todd McFarlane, bro. He is just such a class act. Everybody that has talked about running into this guy always say nothing but nice things about him. And Peach Momoko, man, listen. she was like almost like the highlight, in a lot of ways. And I felt a little upset that there was a little brawl or some fight or situation that happened in front of her booth, and she was signing for free. She was giving 10 signatures for free. So I mean, who does that? You know what I mean?
That big.
So
exactly.
I mean,
especially for her, dude, and her books everybody loves.
Yeah, she's huge now.
So
and she honestly seemed like the sweetest person ever too. She was like super quiet and humble and soft spoken, and
Wendell actually got to speak to her for like maybe 2 seconds before they whisked her away. But Wendell was saying her high praise. She was like, "Oh, thank you for supporting me. She was just very thankful for all the fans that were there to get her stuff signed, and she was doing it for free. So it was like
free, 10 signatures.
10 signatures for free. Crazy.
You don't hear that at Comic-Con hardly ever. I did get a couple. I cannot lie. After you buy one or two, they normally throw you one for free. But that's after you buy. But she was just doing it for free off the bat. So I don't know if it was her first Comic-Con experience, but the people that started that freaking fight and that argument at that day that we weren't there on Sunday, you guys are fucking assholes. They should be banned and your badges should be fucking burnt for going to Comic-Con and starting a fight. Because I've never, since the 7 years I've been going to Comic-Con, never heard a whisper of what's going on at Comic-Con as something happening at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Everybody's so damn friendly. And I ran into a couple who had a baby in a stroller that was dressed up as Dragon Ball, Goku, Gohan, and his girlfriend, and the shit was sick. These people, I was like, "Yo, you raising that kid right?" And I feel like it's my man.
Start him young, baby. Start him young.
That's right.
I just told him straight out, "Yo, you raising that kid right?" And he just gave me a high five, and we just kept it moving. That's how it is in Comic-Con. But yeah, Comic-Con was, oh God, I can't speak no more any higher of it, but it was freaking great. But you do, Javits, invest in your goddamn carpeting, please. I'm old.
The legs were definitely hurting that night for sure. Bro. They were hurting.
Oh, and pro tip: buy a stool.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to Comic-Con.
The stool was definitely clutch.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess on that note, that was our experience from Comic-Con. It was crazy. We had a great time. We'll definitely be back next year, hopefully for 4 days. We'll see what happens. So let's move on to our nerdy news and rumors of the week. So Leo, start us off. What do you got?
All right. Let's start off with the big one. Dr. Doom is to be debuted in one of the extra credit scenes in Black Panther 2.
Woohoo!
I've been saying this for months, and y'all laughed at me.
I know. We've been talking about this for months already.
I've been saying this for months. This was going to happen, and everybody was like, "You
actually spoke this into existence."
I sure did.
Imagine if we get a Dr. Doom and Black Panther 2. I was like, everybody will lose their shit.
Because
we all thought it was possible. You know what I mean? Like we all thought it was possible. Like we know how they do it and whatnot. It's
gonna be like a Thanos reveal. Watch.
You know what? That's what I was thinking. I was like, are they gonna reveal his arm, or they're gonna do that claw like from Inspector Gadget? Inspector Gadget. It's gonna just see his arm. Or...
We're just gonna see a metal arm holding some vibranium at the end of the movie.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's all we're gonna get.
I don't think they casted anybody. I think it's for that character.
It's either going to be a metal arm or green hooded with no face and a metal arm.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that.
It's going to be something.
The mask.
I'll take it.
I'll take whatever, dude.
I'll take whatever.
The mask is going to be most recognizable.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
The next news rumor that we have is Evan Peters is in talks with the MCU to come back.
Yeah,
and Evan Peters, as everybody knows, Quicksilver.
Yeah, bring that dude back.
Yeah,
bring that dude back.
Yeah, all the stuff that he's doing in that new documentary of Dahmer supposedly is freaking great.
Freaking terrifying.
He's terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna binge watch it. I'm gonna sit down and binge watch it because I hear so much stupid shit about it, so I want to before I judge it, I want to watch it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm a big Criminal Minds fan. I loved Criminal Minds. There's another one that was on Netflix. I think it was called Dark Minds or something like that. It was another serial, but for some reason I just don't want to see Dom. And like maybe it's just too real. And but it was like,
dude, I grew up. We seen this shit on the news, bro.
Yeah, like we came through that, and maybe that's what it is. Like we
saw this shit. I remember sitting down watching the news when they fucking taking out that barrel out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing that shit. That shit was fucking weird as shit. And when they told us all the stuff that he had in his refrigerator.
They do all that in the show too. It's kind of terrifying.
And a video floating around where they claim that a kid that he went to college with was his first victim. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they all went on a camping trip, and this kid was kind of a free spirit, and he was the type to like decide to thumb a ride back home rather than ride with them. And so the day that they all left, they were looking for him. And apparently Dahmer told them, he decided to thumb a ride home. So they left because it wasn't out of his character. Even his parents weren't worried because they said this is the type of thing that he always did. Well, he never returned home. And it took them until, I think, late 90s. This happened somewhere in the 70s or something. It took them to late 90s to actually find his body. And they found out that the kid was Dahmer, that it was with them, and that this might have been Dahmer's first victim, which is just crazy.
Mm.
Shit, man, that is just sick. It is just sick. But I want to watch it because it's not just because of the views, it's because this is my time period. This is one of the serial killers that was in my time period. So I want to see. And I'm also into the how to make a killer, you're a murderer, all these freaking true crime stories. I'm into that. Me and the wife, me and the missus are into that. So I'm going to watch it when it comes out, but I definitely want him in the MCU.
I also just want to circle back to Evan Peters for a second, because after we got the news about Hugh Jackman, to me it just means anybody's on the table to come back to the MCU, even if it's for one Secret Wars, even if it's for just one appearance, whatever it might be. Like once we heard Hugh Jackman, I was like, Kevin Feige can do whatever he wants. He could literally find a way to get any of these old Fox characters that played X-Men back, even if it's just for one run.
Dude, you got to realize, I want to make a count of how many characters are in Secret Wars.
I can't even imagine. Secret Wars is going to be crazy. It's going to be bigger than Endgame was, character-wise. It has to be.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
That's easily a $10, $20 billion at the box office movie, because dude, at the current rate, do you know how long Secret Wars will be?
Oh,
it'll be like 4.5 hours.
It's gonna be a 4-hour change movie. Honestly, I could see 2 parts. I could see a 2-parter.
You have to go in the theater and watch it, and then go upstairs to see part 2.
I
could see a 2-part movie.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but that's the news that we got of Evan Peters. Some news that came out today. Spider-Man 4, Marvel and the MCU. Marvel is in talks with Sony to make a new one.
Boo! I hate Sony.
I hate Sony / superhero.
Yeah, that. Sorry,
I hate Sony by themselves.
I hate Sony. That's not my PlayStation.
I love Sony for making the Woman King though, but that was completely dope. But yeah, stay away from Marvel DC shit, because
God,
I don't know what the hell y'all doing over there.
I think I saw the rumor today about Spider-Man 4, and like the leak was kind of like there's all sorts of rumors about obviously Tobey Maguire coming back, Andrew Garfield coming back, and how we're going to tie in the symbiote suit that got left behind at the end of Spider-Man 3, and how this Spider-Man is supposed to go back to like more of a supposedly, I mean, I don't know if you really read in depth of the rumor, but from what I heard, it was basically that like Daredevil is almost going to be a direct tie-in to Spider-Man 4 because both of them are going to fight Fisk, and Fisk is going to be the mayor in New York. That was like the rumor that was going around, which I could totally see them doing that, and it would make sense, But
Charles, what issue was that when Fisk became the mayor?
Yeah, that was a
that was
comic series.
Devil's. I think it was Devil's Reign. It was a Daredevil
I'll look it up.
event, and
Yeah, okay.
what he did was he when he became mayor, he passed this law about no mask
Oh
heroes.
shit.
Yeah, he passed this law like right
Mhm.
away.
No mask.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
It
crazy.
was 2017's Daredevil 595. Fisk became the mayor of New York and used his power to outlaw vigilantism to get rid of Daredevil and other superheroes once and for all.
Yep.
This story is rumored to be Kingpin's direction in the MCU, which I mean, like, I could totally see them doing this way. Like, it just makes sense if you think about the direction it's heading with Echo, the Daredevil 18-part series, the Spider-Man movie now all of a sudden basically being rumored to be moved up and right after Daredevil almost is done. Because I think if you look at the timeline, they're saying now with all the movie shuffles, which I know we're going to get into next, like Spider-Man's essentially going to be early 2024, mid 2024, and Daredevil ends end of 2023. So the timing makes a lot of sense for them to do it that way, with Daredevil being in the next Spider-Man movie, up front.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing that Daredevil didn't play that much of a key role in Secret Wars.
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I don't understand. Why are they pushing him up? I mean, pushing. Fuck.
Can't you see a direction where they do, like, they push up the street level stuff like Daredevil and Spider-Man, and then in turn they then turn Spider-Man after that, because Secret Wars is 2025. They then turn him to Secret Wars.
Yeah,
that would probably be the direction they go.
Yeah, Spider-Man has to be a Secret Wars. So that's
he's good. That was probably the time. To me, now that little piece of the symbiote suit is making sense where it was plopped, because I think they're going to do similar to what they did in Secret Wars, where that's the first time we see Tom Holland Spider-Man in the freaking symbiote suit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Yeah. Like all the timing of it, the timing of it makes sense.
You get to see him in the black suit. Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like we'll probably see a street level threat, and then like somebody else will like they'll probably do like Agent Venom will temporarily get that piece of suit. Like who's that kid that they said rumored, the kid from the Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man? What's his name? The kid who was pretending to be his friend at the end, not like Ned and MJ. The kid who was like, he hated him and then he was his friend afterwards.
Flash Thompson. Flash
Thompson will probably get the symbiote suit for like a minute, and then the symbiote will attach itself to Tom Holland for Secret Wars, if I had to guess, or something stupid like that. I'm just putting a point out there. Like something like that is what's going to lead to us seeing Tom Holland in the black suit for the first time, similar to that whatever you want to call it, that famous Secret Wars number 8. Where we see him in the black suit for the first time.
It's such a beautiful cover. I love that cover.
No, it's dope.
Great cover.
Yeah, so that's basic. Oh, we have the other bit of news. Aaron, could you put up the timeline of
I couldn't find the time. I mean, I could put up the. I don't. They don't really have a full timeline thing that I can find. But I can. I'll put it up so this way everybody can see it though. Bear with me a second here. Present share screen.
Like we were saying, Marvel's moved up a whole bunch of
so this might be a little bit difficult for people to see. I'm going to try to zoom in on it a little bit. Hopefully you guys at home can see it. But basically, I mean, I know you guys probably can't read it, so I'll just read it off. Marvel kind of supposedly got rumored to have a bunch of shuffles. This came amidst the whole Blade controversy that came up last week, where people were saying that Blade was Mahershala Ali was upset with the direction that Blade was going, and then the director got fired, and then now all of a sudden there's been like a rumored major shift in Marvel movies. So basically, I'll read the shuffle. It says here, as part of the shuffle, Blade has been moved from November 3rd, 2023 to September 2024, almost a full year of push, which created a ripple in the rest of the MCU. Deadpool relocated from September 6th, 2024 to November 8th, 2024. So basically, Blade and Deadpool will come out within a month of each other, if that timetable was true.
Why would they do that though?
I don't know.
That's too close, man. You're not giving Blade enough time to make money, and you're not giving Daredevil to make enough money in a month.
Deadpool, yeah. Fantastic Four supposedly shifted from November 8th, 2024, so that time slot for Blade now to February 14th, 2025. So that got pushed up. That got pushed back another 4 or 5 months. And then another untitled Marvel film, which everybody's been saying is probably somehow related to Fantastic Four in some way, was pushed from that February 14th, where Fantastic Four was pushed, to November 7th, 2025. So almost the end of the year that same year. So it's a big push. A lot of movies.
Yeah. But this is what I've been saying before. You're getting to the point where these movies cannot help but overlap themselves. Just because of the timeline. You've got so many stories, so many superheroes starting to show up.
Yeah.
So now you if you put 6 months between these movies, it's going to be a lot and whatnot. You're going to get these movies overlapping and stories overlapping, so you can't avoid this thing. Like it's just starting to speed up, and that's why I said even with like Disney Plus, it's going to get to a point where there's going to be nothing on TV. Yeah, you just got to leave Disney Plus on all freaking day if you're like because everything's going to be on there, old and new.
Even to your point though, I can't see a scenario where a new character is introduced in Blade, and then they bring you a sequel that everybody's been kind of looking forward to in Deadpool within the same month. The closest thing I remember to Marvel doing something like that is when they did Captain Marvel and Endgame. Infinity War? No, Endgame, right?
Endgame, yeah.
Endgame, yes. I think those two movies, though, were even 2 months apart, 3 months apart, something like that. They were close, but they weren't that close, like within a month of each other.
That's a month. That's like a month. Not even a month, right?
That's not a month. That's less than 30 days apart from each other. So my thought, and this is what I said last week, or the last time we did a live podcast, my thing that's going to happen to me, they're going to take Deadpool, and they gave it whatever this temporary time slot is. I will guarantee you Deadpool and Blade swap. And Deadpool gets put before Blade eventually. So I think they move Deadpool up from the fall to the summer, because to me, that commercial that came out with him and Hugh Jackman, it seems to me like they're already in full swing. Like they know the movie plot.
Just by that one, those two commercials, that's what it literally was. Those two little commercials that they had.
It's like
it blew up the freaking internet.
That's what I'm saying.
6 commercials, bro. There's like 6 commercials, and then forget all the artwork. So at that point, that just tells me that you've been ready. You know what I mean? You've been ready, which is why they weren't at D23. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, no, we're gonna jump this off after D23, let everybody else get their shine, and then so it's to me, it's a guaranteed push-up. It's a guarantee. Because I'm like, at the current date, how many commercials do you need to make from here till then to promote? Like,
there's gonna be a push-up.
It's gonna be a push-up. It's gotta be.
It's gonna end up being summer 2024.
Summer 2024. I do feel like what you're saying is absolutely correct, because you're showing all these teasers. 100%. Every little bit is a freaking teaser everywhere.
100%, bro. 100%. They're gonna know people are gonna be itching to see Hugh Jackman again. They'll be like, "Oh, surprise! We're gonna push it up for you. We're gonna get Hugh Jackman back on the big screen ASAP."
And they're already shooting this summer. They already started. They're starting this summer to shoot.
And not only that, I don't want to hide this as a fact either. I feel like Charles has something to say. I don't want to take up his time, but I do want to say I think Blade is in a lot of trouble. The Blade movie is in a ton of fucking trouble. Let's call a spade a spade. There's rumors that Mahershala Ali wants out. If you lose Mahershala Ali as Blade, you're doing a disservice to us. He was the perfect replacement for Wesley Snipes as Blade. If you lose him, Marvel, shame if you lose him.
I mean, listen, he's not going to lend his brand to something that is not 100% correct. And at that point, you lose the audience. And this, again, if Mahershala walks, Blade goes,
it's doomed.
It basically just goes into nothingness, because it's going to take forever for you to bring in somebody that's going to be believable enough to fit in those shoes. It's not just about finding a black male actor. You have to find the right personality. And
hold on, I gotta play devil's advocate. What if Wesley Snipes takes his spot?
He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do it.
Not gonna happen.
You think he won't do it?
He won't do it.
No.
You think Wesley Snipes is gonna say no to a Marvel check?
I don't think. No. This has nothing to do with Wesley Snipes. I don't think Marvel wants Wesley Snipes back. Yeah. That's where I think, because he lobbied to come back and do Blade under Kevin Feige, and they told him no and went to Mahershala Ali. I don't think that Marvel wants Wesley Snipes associated.
Because and honestly, I think that's just an age thing. Have you seen Wesley Snipes lately? He's a lot thinner, a lot slimmer.
Come on, get him on that Chris Pratt diet. I'm sorry. I love Wesley Snipes. He's been one of my favorite actors.
Wesley Snipes is my guy, bro. So
I want to see him swing that fucking sword one more game, man. Just give it to me one more time.
But I think at this point, considering where Blade goes from there for across the next 10 plus years, I think that they want to try to put somebody in there that they feel, will be there for a little while. And then there's the commitment to that situation and whatnot. So, if Mahershala walks, this thing might go into limbo for, until that push might end up being a 5-year push and whatnot, until you find somebody who has the actual chops to fill that costume and whatnot. You can't just put anybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Terrence Howard, but I don't want to see you playing Blade. Just saying.
Oh hell no.
Charles, I feel like you got something to say.
Oh, well.
Go for it, man. Go for it. You got to jump into it, bro.
I mean, definitely. I mean, I feel like that, there's been, obviously everybody knows there's been some major issues with the whole production of Blade, directors walking off and rewrites and all that stuff. And I understand it's annoying. I mean, you want to make sure that it's right. You want to bring it together. You want to make it, you want to make it work. People have been waiting for this character to come back for the longest time, so you want to set that expectation the proper way. Hopefully Mahershala Ali doesn't walk from the project. I understand being frustrated. I understand you're like, listen, what's going on here? But hopefully he sticks it out. There may be somebody else that could probably fill those shoes and play the Blade character. There's a lot of great talents out there. But since Mahershala Ali was announced, I was like, okay. At first, I was like, all right, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does with this character. So I'm looking forward to it. And let's not forget, man. I mean, we have so many Marvel stuff coming out. Wait till DC catches up. We're gonna be inundated with superhero mania for years. Like every month, we're gonna see a superhero movie.
Dude, you gotta realize we're already up to 2025.
Yeah,
we are.
I mean, let's. Okay, so I'm hearing things about Black Adam. I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but I'm hearing things. So if DC catches up to the the amount of DC type of characters, and they start doing their stuff.
I mean,
bro. The Henry Cavill of it all. we get it. We're gonna see Superman and Black Adam. God damn it! Stop spoiling it, you fuckers on the internet.
Oh my
Tired
God.
of y'all, man.
Awful, you guys. Gosh, But we're gonna have. It's gonna be superhero. Like we never thought that we ever see as many superhero properties as this ever. I never thought we would see.
You know why they see so many superhero properties? Because they finally realized that it's money.
Yeah.
They should have realized that the money was in there since the Incredible Hulk came out. The fucking the show, the regular show with Lou Ferrigno. They should have realized that this shit is worth money.
So true.
But also the technology has caught up. The CGI that you can do now. It's way beyond, when Lou Ferrigno was doing it, and because trust me, if you'd have seen, Iron Man, in 82, 83,
we're not talking about that, Chase.
You don't want to see, you don't want to see what some of these characters might look like.
Even though they did a great job with RoboCop. I actually thought. The design of RoboCop was 86, right?
But RoboCop was the exception to the rule, dude. You gotta realize, because that's when Terminator also came out.
Iron Man, they could have did an Iron Man.
RoboCop. Okay, but you don't even
hell no. Come on.
You don't need to quite. You don't need to quite need the level of CGI to do RoboCop that you need to do Iron Man. Like, think about his suit. Tech, you just literally throw your suitcase down and it turns into a suit and jumps on your body and all of that. RoboCop, because remember when they put RoboCop together after they did his diagnostic, they had to still drill in the holes and all that kind of nonsense. So you didn't need the level of CGI that you need for Iron Man.
And you remember, RoboCop in the first scene was claymation too.
Yeah, that's true. It was claymation.
But that's what I'm saying. They was very inventive
You know
back
how
then.
long it took them to do that shit?
Special effects in the 80s. Let's not forget Terminator. Come on, let's not forget Terminator.
Yeah. Terminator.
Come on.
But that was a lot of freeze frame and still
Special
photos.
effects was revolutionized because of Star Wars, and that was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen, I want to tie this back to Blade in this way. I understand it's not the Avengers, but listen here, Kevin Feige, MCU peoples, you gave us Werewolf by Night special presentation. Mwah, chef's kiss. Awesome. Beautiful. Loved it. You gave us Moon Knight for as many of as Moon Knight for any of us who maybe had some critical things to say. Solid series, but you gave us that character. You introduced us to Elsa Bloodstone, to the Werewolf by Night, to the Man Thing. Mm-hmm. You teased Blade at the end of Eternals. You teased them. Please just give us the Midnight Suns we all deserve with Mahershala Ali. Please, you're setting it up so nicely. Don't ruin it now by letting him walk. Please, don't let him walk away, man. It's gonna be bad if you do. I promise it's gonna be bad.
And don't put out a half-hearted piece of shit either.
No,
nobody
please.
wants to see that.
God, don't do that either.
Yeah. The rumor is 2 fight scenes in a Blade movie.
Crazy.
No, man, I need to see Mahershala Ali chopping a bunch of people's heads off. I need violence.
I get busy.
Violence.
I need violence. I need all the violence for Blade, man.
This is vampires. Listen, there's only one way to kill them. And listen, gratuitous violence. Gratuitous freaking way.
Violence.
There's nobody throwing garlic and all that kind of nonsense.
Nah.
You see the whole thing with we got Werewolf by Night. We got decent gratuitous violence in Werewolf by Night.
We did.
You know what I mean? And that movie freaking rocked. Everybody, there's not what a bad critic on it. Even fucking Rotten Tomatoes apparently loved it too.
I don't care if you have to black and white Blade to get it that violent. Please give me 1940s Blade, black and white. Let me see that kind of violence on screen with that Blade movie, man. Come on, what are we talking about?
Yeah, but we're supposedly Daredevil was supposed to be rated R.
Good.
I mean, Deadpool. I keep getting a freaking mixed up.
Good. Well,
it's
Daredevil
supposed to be rated R.
Character.
Deadpool's supposed to be rated R. So I see them pushing it back that far to say, okay, Deadpool, you go first. You kick ass with this rated R. Then we're gonna kick you in your teeth with Blade, with some more rated R shit.
I think Ryan Reynolds forced them into a corner with the rated R. He said, "You're not gonna ruin my character. I'm not gonna come back and do it."
Exactly. And good luck trying to film fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Good luck trying to fit. Right, exactly. That's Deadpool, man. Ain't nobody replacing him.
Exactly. Why do you think they bring Hugh Jackman back? It all ties in. Because you're having a hard time trying to figure out who's gonna play fucking Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure.
And you said, what? You guys think I'm Deadpool and I'm gonna come to the MCU and not freaking kill it? Okay, let me drop here. Hold my beer. Hey, Hugh, you want to come back into the MCU with Wolverine?
I expect balls to the wall when this thing comes out. Deadpool and Wolverine is gonna be no holds barred at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, hell yeah, shit. It better be worse than Logan.
It might be. It might be. Honestly,
balls to the wall at this point. Like, what do you got to lose?
Put it on the table and let's see it. Fuck it. Come on, chop somebody's shit off.
What you gonna do?
Does that wrap us up for nerdy news?
We got one more thing. Nova got transferred from being a movie. Okay, so this is the rumor that's going around. It was supposed to be a movie. Then they move it to a Disney Plus show. Then they're gonna say, okay, now it's a special event like Werewolf by Night.
Okay,
what do we think?
Special event. That's
it. I don't understand it, but to me, that just says that he's not going to be a major piece of any story. We're going to throw him in because it needs to happen for whatever reason, or it's so far back on the schedule that they're just introducing him, and he's still 3-4 years off and whatnot. There's no other reason to do it and whatnot. Just doesn't make any sense.
I also think that with the She-Hulk 20-minute episode shit debacle, so they were like, fuck that, we're not going to do it as a show. Let's do it as a special event because we look at the success we had with Werewolf by Night.
Maybe.
I mean, I think Nova's an underrated character in the MCU. I just hope they do him. I hope they do him service. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with how long was Werewolf by Night? 40-something minutes in total.
50-something
minutes.
Yeah, 57 or 56, something like that.
I mean, like, I don't know how much time you really need to tell an origin story about Nova. To be honest with you, like, he's not like, I'm not trying to knock the character or anything, but he's not he's an important character, but he's not he's not,
But this goes back to our conversation about Mrs. Marvel. Certain characters belong in their environment. Nova is a space character. He's a cosmic character. He belongs in the cosmos. This is why Mrs. Marvel, to me, did not jump off. Captain Marvel, did not jump off because she was earthbound instead of in the cosmos where her story is. And Nova is the same thing. If you put him in his element and tell the story, it's going to be dope because you get to see him fly around in space and and I'm quite sure the Guardians of the Galaxy knows who he is.
Yeah, basically like that. Do it like Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is where Nova belongs and whatnot. So it's just about putting the character in the environment that they're supposed to be, and then telling their story and whatnot. So at this point, you've got characters. Luke Cage, for the most part, is probably never going to be on a spaceship. He's an urban character. The story's in urban settings and all of that. So everybody really belong. You know what I mean? So you can do it.
Well, that's a great way to kind of do a nice little, I don't know, maybe he sees a surfer, somebody on a surfing board just flying by.
What do you mean by that? like a surfer on Earth, like a professional surfer? I don't know.
Who's got a surfboard?
Who's got a surfboard?
Like Point Break and
doesn't Beyonce talk about surfboards? I don't know.
A surfboard in space? Like, is that a new character?
The only two people I see there's like two people that there's one person that I really want to see him be in the MCU. I need Keanu Reeves in the MCU. You give me Keanu Reeves as Silver Surfer or Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider.
I'm good.
He can do Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Ghost Rider.
You give me and Marvel, you better sweep up the rights to Berserker. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Because he's in the talks.
Don't let that pop off.
Don't let that pop off.
No, Lord.
If he played Berserker, you thought John Wick was good?
Yeah.
Let him play Berserker. Let him jump off and play Berserker and take it to an independent movie. And watch how you guys will be jumping off and be paying double the amount of money for that movie.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that. That's a rumor that he's supposedly talking about being Berserker.
He has his own comic book.
Yeah, he has it. Yeah,
that's his.
And he sits down with Kevin Feige every year to see what role that he could play.
Interesting.
Every year he sits down with Feige. They go on a retreat somewhere. You know how rich people are. They go on a fucking retreat somewhere.
No, I don't.
They go on a retreat somewhere. They all sit down, and Keanu's probably sitting there. Hey, put me in a fucking movie.
Yeah, bro. Like that'd be super dope.
And I think he has the chops. And plus, there's already talks about. I'm giving you extra news. There's already talks about Constantine too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I can see that.
I remember that.
So if you're telling me he can't play a dark spiritual character, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah,
because that's what Ghost Rider is.
I could definitely see him as Ghost Rider. That's a perfect fit to me.
Because he's torn.
The only thing
Constantine is torn. So what else? That's like literally say, okay, CGI my ass.
The only thing I agree that's like a perfect casting, to be honest with you, but the only thing I would be concerned about is that I feel like Ghost Rider plays like a real pivotal role in the MCU, and I feel like getting Keanu Reeves from multiple movies is going to be a really tough stretch for the MCU based on his schedule.
But dude, you got to realize John Wick is over.
No, I know that, but he has other projects. He's always in a bunch of things.
John Wick 4 and 5 is already they're almost on the wraps.
Yeah,
it's pretty much almost done.
I guess maybe.
Then he has that blank slot right now. Yeah. Imagine you cast him for Ghost Rider for the next until Secret Wars, 4 years, 3 years.
That could make sense.
And these movies aren't going to come out, each year. So it's like you get that, and then there'll be a 2-year space, and then you know what I'm saying. He just has to be available to shoot and whatnot, which it's totally possible.
Yeah,
whatnot.
All right. So
Charles, you have something?
Actually, I want to just take a minute to salute my man James Earl Jones is officially stepping away. He will no longer be the voice of Darth Vader. I believe he's retiring completely. Man, listen, James Earl Jones has been a mountain of an icon of an actor in this industry for longer than I've been alive. The man he has played everything there is to play, and he's played it. There's certain actors whose personalities reach out to you on the screen. It just I don't care what room he's in, what role he's in. And when he started playing Darth Vader, his voice made Vader iconic and whatnot. So now what they're planning to do is AI his voice for future movies. So we'll see how that works. I guess the AI is going to have to get pretty doggone sweet. But I'm quite sure they have enough samplings of his voice for the AI to figure out whatever they need him to say and whatnot. I'm quite sure he'll give them that. And I'm quite sure he's going to get a nice check for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still his intellectual property and whatnot. But he's stepping away. And I just want to say, from all of us here at Man Cave, like, salute James Earl Jones.
Kudos.
Love and respect you.
Hell of a career.
Right down to being the king of Zamunda. Like,
my son work.
My son work. That's my guy right there, bro.
Yo, dude, I remember him and Conan the Barbarian. The first one.
Crazy villain, bro. Yeah,
dude, what man? That voice is it's little. If you watch your life told story, there's two people that you need to tell your life story. It's him and oh my god, I can't believe I'm speaking for his name. I'm blanking. Holy shit! The guy from Bruce Almighty, the God. I can't believe I'm speaking for his name.
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. You get those two to narrate your life. It's perfect.
Yeah, true. It sure is.
Your bad boy days will be freaking Darth Vader. The rest of your life, when you being good, it'll be Morgan Freeman.
The older, wiser you is Morgan Freeman.
The older, wiser you is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
And you get the both tales of both stories, man. It's like these two. This actor has been so iconic and been in so many key roles of everything. It's
he's
like
been in a lot of small movies too. I mean, not big movies, but he's been in a lot of small movies like Best of the Best. I think he was in. He played like the trainer of the karate team in that movie, which was a great movie.
Best of the Best. Yes. Yes,
like
no.
Really underrated movie. I love that.
No. Aaron, you might be too young for that one because.
And don't forget Lion King.
Yeah,
Mufasa. Shit!
Don't forget Lion King.
Yeah, he was Mufasa.
Yeah.
God damn, man! What a fucking career! Holy shit,
bro!
Yeah, that was the guy.
Crazy
amazing,
career,
bro.
Shit,
I mean, he is amazing. Like he's gone.
And didn't he play in Broadway Fences that everybody raves about?
Broadway Fences?
Yeah, he was the father in Fences.
Oh, shit,
on Broadway.
Yeah. I
was like, shit, man.
Patriot Games.
Fuck Patriot.
Yeah, he was in Patriot Games. That's right. He was in Patriot Games. Yep.
Holy shit, man! This guy has.
Yo, his resume is
his resume is crazy.
He was in. Don't forget, was he in Claudine? He was in Claudine.
Yeah, right? Claudine. Oh my God, I can make Claudine was one of my favorites.
He's been in so many movies. So many movies.
He's been in so many movies.
Yeah.
Diane
Carroll.
Man.
Shout out to Diane Carroll.
Yeah.
Diane Carroll. Yeah.
Hell of a career for James Earl Jones. I guess from here, I mean, are we just going to get right into the violence, or are we going to go to like?
Yeah, let's just get right into the violence.
We're just going to go straight. We're going to go straight Marvel. Is that what we're going to do right now?
Yeah, let's get just get.
Okay, wonderful. Let's just do it. Let's talk about
She-Hulk.
Wait. Everybody take a drink. Let's get nice and saucy.
God, I hope Chase is on my side. I think he is.
30. All right, we'll start this bitch off.
All I can say is I loved this episode. It was Marvel
right.
all along. It was Marvel all along. Marvel knew exactly what they designed this show to do. To piss people off.
To troll everybody.
The genius that this takes to say, I'm going to know what you guys are going to be pissed off about, and I'm going to fucking clown you at the end of the episode about it. At the end of the season, I was like, hey, you guys going to be pissed off about the end of the so many minutes of the season. Oh, how many minutes of the episode? I'm going to put that in episode 5 because I know you guys are going to be talking about this shit.
She-Hulk was the talk of the talk for every episode.
So apparently, according to that logic, Marvel just doesn't care what the fuck we think, and they're just going to do what they want to do. That makes sense for a place that's making money. It makes a lot of sense to piss everybody off.
It gets a reaction.
First off, it gets a reaction, and it plays to She-Hulk's character.
It is.
Okay.
She doesn't give a fuck what you think. She doesn't. She's going to fuck who she wants to fuck. And she's going to talk the way she wants to talk. She's going to dress the way that she wants to dress. And she's going to look the way she wants to look. And then she's going to tell you how stupid you are to your face. And what you going to do about it. She's She-Hulk. Fucking Marvel, you're a fucking genius.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it. When season 2 rolls around, I'm not going to fucking watch it because I don't give a shit.
We'll see about that.
I don't care.
We'll see.
Well, let's just go ahead and get into this. So number one, this probably was the best episode out of the pack. So I will give them that. The problem is that this is what the entire series should have been about. I don't know what the hell they were doing in the other 7.
Wait, Chase. Wait. Two things. Out of the whole, 9 episodes? Mm-hmm. You only think 2 episodes were good?
Yes.
3. The beginning and the 2 end ones.
And honestly, the beginning was nah, but I'll give them that.
The middle was all fucking garbage.
Everything else in there was like
garbage.
What the hell am I watching?
Complete garbage.
Okay, what is...
Nah, I like the Madison episode.
It was the Madison episode was
listen.
Wongers.
Come on, listen, it makes you laugh, right? It makes you laugh.
It makes you laugh.
It's a comedy.
Wongers. Wongers. It was fucking hilarious.
You got her. You had Megan Thee Stallion in the 3rd episode, right?
For like 30 seconds.
What? She was there.
30 seconds.
She was there.
Yeah, so lampshade in the room. It doesn't excite me either.
I have a headache talking about this.
Dude, listen, this thing was lackluster all the way through. It was lackluster.
I felt like they wasted my time shaking my head. The worst show of them all.
Thank you.
Agreed.
It was lackluster all the way through.
The worst show the MCU has put out so far.
Not
listen. Not even close.
You guys,
episode 8
that goes to fucking WandaVision.
No, it doesn't. I would watch WandaVision over this again. I would.
I'm talking about the first 2 episodes of WandaVision that I almost didn't watch.
Right.
I'd rather watch than watch what happened here for the first 6 episodes of freaking She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
This shit was terrible.
This was a great show. It was right directly from the comics.
Can you
John Byrne, all right? Shout out to that guy because that guy's a legend. Okay,
fucking genius.
So he created She-Hulk. They took exactly what this man created this character to be. She breaks 3rd walls, 4th walls. She does it all. She steps out of line behind.
Can you send me and Aaron the version of She-Hulk that you saw? Because the version we saw was like a $5 whore.
No.
Wait,
If
No,
you guys
no,
read
no.
John Byrne's Sensational She-Hulk, that's
Mhm.
exactly what she does.
Bro,
Okay.
this shit was
Exactly what she does.
this shit was
Exactly.
like Carol Burnett with She-Hulk in it. Like you didn't know what you were gonna get from one episode skit to the next,
Yeah.
and there's no consistency in the story.
That's how her stories are.
Other than
That's all
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
it's
That's what I'm saying
terrible.
to you guys.
It's terrible. It's
That's-
terrible.
But that's
It was
how her
terrible,
stories
bro.
are. If you read She-Hulk's books, that's how her comics are.
Bro,
Let
That's what it is, bro.
me tell you something. Chase said that this episode. Chase even just said that he enjoyed this episode. He just said that. I didn't even. The second that they cut and they put the Disney Plus menu up, and she broke through the fucking thing and went to Disney Studios, I was like, I'm out. I don't fucking care anymore. It's literally the
That was
trolliest.
the best part.
It's bro. My face was literally the Rock's meme. It's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. She cut in the fucking thing and went to go see Kevin the robot, aka Kevin Feige. Oh, because we have to talk about my season finale. I was like, this is the trolliest nonsense I've ever watched.
That's what she did in
my life.
She did that in the
Ever.
book.
That's the way it's. She did that in the book. This is what I don't. This is the thing I understand about it. If you know what to expect from the book.
I knew.
Okay.
You knew what you were gonna get in the show.
Yep.
So that's why I understood it, and I was like, okay, they're explaining this story. They're letting out these people. That's why they have so many characters in our books, because they thought in Marvel they thought that she couldn't make it by herself.
Okay.
So they were still putting her in a fucking box that she could have been by herself without having all these special characters. That's why they fucking debuted her in fucking Fantastic Four, because they thought that she couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was also written by John Byrne.
And now, to contrary your point, to me, without Hulk being in the beginning and then coming back from Sakaar with Scar, without Daredevil, and without any other supporting character in this series, it's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. Without any of those characters in it, it's worse than it was. Imagine if Daredevil wasn't in this series.
White dogs and hot dogs.
We would be sitting here like it's worse than Green Lantern, the original Green Lantern movie that came out.
No
White dogs and hot dogs.
Here with that.
Y'all must be kidding me.
You
guys need to read She-Hulk.
Listen, the best parts of this entire series is when she's having this dialogue with Daredevil on the roof about how to enter the building.
Agreed.
This is the best thing that's happening to the entire series.
Superhero stuff, bro.
That's the entire thing. Everything else was like,
that's regular.
What? But why is who is that?
That's in every superhero. Right, exactly. That's
freaking terrible, bro. Terrible. No, you guys obviously get something on your D.
I can listen.
I'll get on mine.
I can appreciate. Listen, I haven't read the comics. I can appreciate you guys saying it's true to the comics.
It is.
To me, this is one of those times where the comic adaptation into film did not fucking do it for me. Like, I would never want to watch this again. I will not watch this show again. I will not go back and watch it.
This is why we have this podcast, because every one of us everybody here has a different set of opinions.
For sure.
And that's why we all. That's all we all decide.
But you guys are wrong. That's all. You guys are wrong.
You motherfuckers over here.
You guys are so wrong.
Right here. And then that guy down there. That guy right there.
Wait, no, not that guy. That guy over there. And
I feel like
that guy that way.
This guy right here. This guy right here. Me and this guy got it right. These dudes like don't.
Y'all seen ESPN with ESPN First Take? We're on First Take Marvel right now. It's just straight up.
I'm about to jump to the fucking screen and go fucking see you guys.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. This is not even me just being a bandwagon, like hopping on whatever the internet's popularity is saying. For me, nothing about this show worked. I don't want to go back and watch it again. And I can tell you honestly, every other Marvel show has at least given me. I'll be honest with you, I didn't go back and watch WandaVision. But
okay.
I didn't. I didn't.
I was about to go on that one.
No, I didn't. But every other Marvel show has given me hints of things that I want to go back and rewatch again. This show, I will not go back and watch another episode again. I was that annoyed by it. And if season 2 is renewed, I promise you, unless we're covering on this podcast, I won't watch it. I won't. There's no way. I wasn't into it. I don't like the character. The only thing I liked was her interaction with other people, which in my case makes me think if she's in a movie with other main Marvel characters, I'll be okay seeing her in it. Unlike my nemesis, Captain Marvel, who I hate no matter what she does.
and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of ironic to me that the best parts of the She-Hulk series was when there are male counterparts in the scenes.
Because they're literally saying the whole show that she's better than any male antagonist ever.
They said
ever. And then all of a sudden, her
They said
best
that
parts
on
of the
purpose.
show, her best parts of the show are with male antagonists.
They did that on purpose.
Come on. They did
That's
that
what I'm
on
trying to
purpose.
tell you.
They do tell you.
But
that
it's
they doing
bad
this shit on
irony.
purpose. See,
But it's bad irony.
wait. Hold up. You see the reaction that they're getting? You see
They
this?
did that on
No,
purpose.
I do, but
They're
it's bad
doing this
irony.
to piss you guys off.
Okay, and then
That's the whole point of She-Hulk.
Good.
Oh my God. Y'all guys can't see that. They did that
They
on
threw it.
purpose.
They literally
That's why
threw
I
it
said
at
it's Marvel all
they threw
along.
it at you guys' face at the whole last episode. They threw it when she broke the sixth wall, the fifth wall, and went into Kevin Feige's office and started telling him, "Okay, change this, change that. You're a robot. Change this.
We wanna see X-Men. Blah, blah, blah.
We're gonna get the X-Men."
By the way, I just want to shout out beloved God. He's been checking in with us. I appreciate you, bro. I think you were on another podcast. I like the Wolverine references. Very subtle, but nonetheless a pleasure to see. Okay, agreed. I like the Wolverine nods here and there. Great. Let me go read the comics. Okay.
You got to read the comics.
Go appreciate the comics.
Yeah.
Come back and let us know.
She-Hulk.
Read the
John
comics,
Byrne.
and then
Sensational
the
She-Hulk.
matches are up on Grandpa's shelf right there because you're gonna need those.
No,
Wait,
John Byrne.
wait.
Listen,
Okay.
give John Byrne his props, bro.
Yes,
Give John Byrne his
yo.
props.
Say
Yo,
a prayer before you burn them. Say a prayer before you burn them.
John Byrne is the man. No, so y'all got to give him his props.
Listen,
John Byrne did some of the
I
best
collected
Fantastic
She-Hulk
Four.
back in the day. I read a lot of her stuff. I get that she does a lot of things editorially coming out of the story. This presentation was trash.
Horrible.
End of story.
Wait,
I don't care. You're not gonna get. Listen, I was
To you, exactly, to you.
You're not gonna get me. It was
Okay, wait, Leo. You say to you, but let me just. I'm gonna quote this, and I forget who the originator of the quote is. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. She-Hulk is the least watched show on fucking Marvel Disney
But yeah,
Plus.
people watch it.
I got something to contradict that. I got something to contradict that.
What is that?
Meanwhile, it scored on Rotten Tomatoes, which scored Werewolf by Night 99%. It scored 77 over Moon Knight, which scored an 86, and which scored higher than Miss Marvel, which scored lower than that. The 67.
Okay.
When
When do we start listening to Rotten Tomatoes? Ever.
When did Rotten Tomatoes ever count for anything?
You guys are bringing numbers, and I'm bringing numbers too. What happened?
They're bringing Rotten Tomato numbers. Like,
Rotten
serious?
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomato numbers?
What
Are you serious? Like, Rotten Tomatoes?
How many people? Wait, I can see how many people are watching it because how many people don't like it.
Okay, well,
Because that means they watched the whole fucking series.
yeah, well, Ebert said,
After today, I don't care what they say.
Leo.
You already gave me my ratings. That's why she trashed everybody at the last episode.
Leo,
And she had to-
Leo, Captain Marvel on Rotten Tomatoes is a fucking 79%. Suck my dick, Rotten Tomatoes.
Suck my dick.
Your opinion doesn't fucking matter, Rotten Tomatoes. A 79? That's the worst piece of Marvel shit ever put in the universe.
Stop. Rotten Tomatoes' opinion doesn't fucking matter. On
Thank
that premise alone,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Listen,
Okay, all right. So if I'll take Rotten Tomatoes. Wait, what the fuck? He left?
you're a random man on the stage.
What happened?
this is
You're a random man
hilarious.
on the stage.
Angry I left. Rotten Tomatoes.
I knew this was gonna be heated.
A 70 fucking wait, just so you all see that I'm not lying, I just want to bring it up. Here, look,
Rotten Tomatoes, 79% on Captain Marvel. 79. It's the biggest piece of dog shit ever made.
White dog shit hot
Wait,
dog.
Aaron, I wasn't talking about the show rating. I was talking about the fan favorites. They put She-Hulk above those two other shows.
Okay,
they ranked them better than two other shows. But this is what I'm saying. But they also got something right with Werewolf by Night.
Well, we're not talking about that. Right?
I agree.
Bullshit that is She-Hulk. The white dog shit hot dog that is She-Hulk.
Okay, so let's go back to She-Hulk. So when they had the little He-Man woman hater club inside the.
Come on, guys!
Come on, man!
What do you think? What do you think that was? What do you think they were saying?
When
I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, Marvel!"
I want to know what you guys thought they were talking to. I want to know that.
I was thinking my glass is empty and I need to go to the refrigerator because, dude, it was just absolute. Like, listen, I get all the references. They're just done poorly in the story.
It's just not done. It's just not done well.
If it wasn't done poorly, people would feel so strongly about She-Hulk.
Exactly. If it was done so bad, people wouldn't give a shit.
It was done poorly in the story. It was done. Like, okay.
Wait. Besides all of us going back and forth, we haven't even gotten to any context that happened in this show, really. So let's honestly let's sit back and actually talk about what happened. So besides everything that we just talked about, we also got Bruce coming back and just randomly being like, "Oh, by the way, I have a son. Here he is, right here. Bad CGI, my son." Does anybody have anything to say about Scar coming?
So, I got something to say about Bruce. Bruce is more. I'm claiming Bruce as a Dominican because first
he is for sure.
First he came in a flower shirt. And then my man said, "Hey!" He comes to a family barbecue in a flower shirt, and I know under that flower shirt he has a BVD on there. So, and I bet you if they would have scrolled down, he would have had socks and flip flops and shorts. So
he definitely did.
He's honorary Dominican, and then he goes, "Hey," and he has beard, and the beard probably was Presidente. So he has beard in one hand, and like in every other Dominican family, "Hey, I got this kid that I want to introduce to the rest of the family that nobody else knew about."
Like, oh god, that's so bad.
It's
so bad.
I like that.
I'm Dominican. I'm allowed to fucking talk. I don't give a shit.
Don't strike us.
It was what we wanted. It's what we wanted, right? We wanted to see what he did, right? Where he going, right? It showed us.
Child support came after his ass.
Are we not going to talk about how Scar has my hairline? He's balding in the front.
No, he has that because he's a warrior. He grew up as a warrior on Sakaar.
Is that helmet?
He's a straight up. He's a straight up G when it comes to fighting.
It's helmet hair. It's helmet hair.
Right? That's really that. He really has helmet hair.
A little bit too much testosterone.
All right.
Yeah,
but the CGI on him, you guys, Marvel, you fucked up.
Oh, his CGI was the worst I've ever seen. It's the worst I've ever seen.
And also, I'm sorry, and also on She-Hulk too, when she broke the wall to get to the Disney screen, that CGI was fucking terrible.
Horrible. But the CGI, we were warned ahead of time the CGI got shoddy in the show at points.
Yes, I mean, but the CGI was done there. It was horrible. So
I think it's always. I think they're always gonna have some issues with the Hulks.
Probably.
In my opinion, I just don't. Unless they, I remember that one time when they were looking to do the Hulk as a show years ago. Before they did the Incredible Hulk movie, they wanted to do animatronics, and I don't know, like. I think what's his name? The guy who did Hellboy, Del Toro, did Blade 2. Yeah. He was gonna do the Hulk, and it would have been interesting because that guy likes practical effects. So that would have been interesting if they would have been able to pull that off.
And the effects in Hellboy are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I just think
they're always gonna have an issue with the Hulk.
Yeah, I just think they get to a point where they rush stuff and they know that it's not right, but it's just like fuck it, we got to move on. And whatnot, and listen, no one cheers for She-Hulk to be great more than me. So when I see the lackluster of it, I gotta say it. I wouldn't mind the little skits and all of that kind of stuff if I felt like it was done properly. And a lot of this stuff just was not done properly. If you're gonna make it episodic and like you're not gonna get the same thing each one, like if you're gonna do like Flip Wilson comedic show, kind of episodes, that's fine. But then make it so that each one is great. Like, they really did a disservice to She-Hulk for me, because I'm like, listen, what did I tell you? What did I say from the door? Sex in the City with the She-Hulk, and you didn't get that until the last episode. This should have been her lifestyle from the very beginning and whatnot. And then you can have these little pieces where you have these things happen. When she's talking to Leapfrog as her client, and he's trying to come on to her, and she like shoves the table on him and flips it. Like, everybody wants to, like, this is what I expected going all the way through the thing. So that whole thing where you guys are talking about, well, she doesn't care and she does what she wants. Like, yeah, I expect to see that all the way through. You spend episodes where, like, okay, what was that episode for? Madison was a great little character. It was cute and everything. Her and Wongers. But what was the point other than for Wongers to break out Abomination and send him back and then go to court, which was cool. Like, okay, but what was the point? Like,
but then in this episode he breaks him out again.
Yes,
he breaks him out again at the end of the episode.
But you also gotta realize, in that episode, what else did you get with Wongers? You got a demon.
Wongers.
That she can't talk about. So She-Hulk is breaking out certain characters that you weren't supposed to be, you didn't expect you were going to be seeing. You got, I forgot the devil's name that she made a deal with. Yeah, Mephisto. She made a deal with Mephisto. Yep. She brought him out. She brought on the Mole Man. She brought out Leapfrog. You brought up whatever the fuck the guy's name is. Daredevil. You got and Scar. She broke out 2 new characters that nobody ever knew about.
Well, she could have broke them out and didn't do the series, as far as I'm concerned. Like, because the rest.
All right, let's stick on the episode, because we're gonna get back into this heated ass argument again. All right, so this episode we also got when she broke the wall. We got, hey, what's going on with the X-Men? And she winks to us like, can we get any information on that? And Mr. fucking Kevin Feige robot says, no, we cannot discuss about that.
Oh,
that funny. Shit was great. That was fucking great.
But not funny, haha. Funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was funny, haha.
I rolled my eyes.
It was funny, haha.
I rolled my eyes.
It was funny, haha. I was like, I mean, if she's going to mention the X-Men.
The only other person that could do that is Deadpool.
Yeah, that's the only other person.
Bro.
Nobody else in the Marvel
universe
breaks those walls other than Deadpool and She-Hulk. And She-Hulk did it first.
Listen.
Period.
All right, well, listen.
She-Hulk did it first.
I'm going to let you guys have this, because at the end of the day, for me, when you start winging it, it's because you ran out of content.
You ran out of content.
And now you just
they didn't wing it.
And now you're winging it.
They set this all up.
Winging it, bro.
They set this all up, guys.
Yo, I'm gonna say an old fancy ass quote. Y'all motherfuckers are still playing checkers. Marvel's playing chess.
Because
they got y'all asses like this. Because they figured this shit out was gonna happen in the beginning of the fucking series. You guys don't see that yet.
It's bullshit. These motherfuckers playing Parcheesi. This shit is not fucking chess.
It's not. But you guys are making it sound like, oh, it's just like, to me, it's not even clever.
It is clever.
It's not clever.
Because they set this up from
it's really not.
The first movie, from the first episode, when she said that stuff about women go through this. I was like, and everybody started trolling She-Hulk. I can't believe she said that. And they got all that buzz. So guess what happens? People start watching it. If nobody wasn't watching it, guess what? Now people gonna watch it.
Oh, so your angle is the show was so bad they forced people to watch it, and that was the double standard back. Okay, got it.
The show is that good. The show is that good that they pissed you guys off so fucking much that you have to watch it. It's the Howard Stern effect.
I'm not even that mad. I just won't watch it again.
Listen to me.
It's the Howard Stern effect.
Let's get something clear.
Howard Stern had an effect on CBS, and this is what he was known for. People disliked him because the things that he was saying. And when they asked the people that disliked him why they keep watching him, because I want to hear what he's gonna say next. So if she comes back for that season, people are gonna be like, I want to hear what she's gonna do next.
Let's be very, very clear about something. If it was not for this podcast, I would have been clipped She-Hulk. It's no fucking way I'd have wasted my time. The only way that I watched the rest of it is because I know we have to have this conversation. Because as far as I'm concerned, after the second and third episode, I was good.
I was checked out. I was bored. The whole middle of the season, I was bored.
Because now let me tell you something. So at the end of the episode where she's getting her trophy, and then the guy shows up with the video and he starts showing all stuff. Like that should have been the beginning of the series, and she should have spent the entire series trying to find out who he was and chasing his ass down.
But that's no different than
that would have been dope.
Show. That's no.
That would have been dope. Oh, it would have been a different show. Yeah, that would have been a show people actually want to see. I get it.
That's not She-Hulk.
That's a show that everybody wants to see.
We're obviously going to agree to disagree here. We're going to agree to disagree here. We're going to agree to disagree here. Well, here's
on the last episode. On the last episode, anything else?
No, I'm good. I just want to end with this. I do expect that a lot of this stuff, as far as poor CGI, because we saw poor CGI also in like Moon Knight a little bit here and there, and in She-Hulk. I was just looking at the next docket for Disney Plus, and this is me personally. Supposedly, the next thing that's coming out is What If Season 2. So obviously that's animated. So obviously that's a little bit of a different realm. But then the next thing supposedly on the docket after that is Secret Invasion. I expect Marvel to have their CGI intact by the time Secret Invasion rolls around. Because I don't see a way.
Are working hand, and I mean they're working crazy, guy. I mean I can imagine. You know what I mean?
I'm a fan. I don't want to hear that shit. Get my CGI right, guys. I'm a fan. I want it all. Fuck all that.
But it's too expensive for you to be a She-Hulk right now. Change back to Jennifer Walters. Fucking asshole.
And that's what she's trolling. And that's why she's trolling.
And that's why.
And that's why she's
So
trolling.
stupid. I'm not even mad. I'm just like
it's so stupid. If I hit the power button on the ass.
It's so stupid. Like, you guys are like, oh, it made you mad. I'm not even mad. It's just like, oh, it's so stupid. Like, what?
It's
like,
terrible.
Exactly. That's what it's supposed to make you feel. That's what you want.
It's so terrible. It's good. No.
No, it's not terrible that it's
not
good.
terrible at all.
All right. We're not going to get into a whole thing again. Come on. We're good. Let's wrap it up. Let's move on to... Do you guys want to talk about House of Dragons or Ring of Power next?
Oh, man.
House of Dragons.
We want to talk about House of Dragons.
I am going to be the man in the chair in the background and let these guys discuss House of the Dragons episodes 7 and 8 because we didn't get to last week because of Comic-Con. So I will let them discuss and I will be in the background. Peace.
Yo.
We only talking about 7, right? We didn't see 8 yet.
No, 7. Wasn't 8 this week?
8, I think.
Yeah, 8's this week. 8's tomorrow.
8's this week coming up.
Yeah, 8's this week.
I will change it.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. 7. All right. So, dude, it's going down. This is like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. WWE, dude.
Okay. So my question. All right. So my question is, so the king, right? He's gone.
Yeah.
So now the queen is in charge for now, right?
No.
Until they get a king successor.
Right.
No, they already have a successor.
Yeah, they have one.
Oh, they have one. Who is it?
It's his daughter.
It's
Renee. So
wait a minute. Oh, his daughter is going to take that.
Rhaenyra is supposed to be
the queen. The queen will still be the queen.
The problem is that
the queen gets the fuck out.
Yeah, the problem is that the queen now thinks that when he was delirious and he was talking about their son Aegon, that he was saying that he wanted the son to take the throne, when he thought he was really talking to Rhaenyra, his daughter, and whatnot, about a dream that was had. Right. So now she thinks this is where the shit's gonna go down, because now she thinks her job now is to get rid of Rhaenyra and that whole family for them to take the damn chair. And listen. No, we do this time jump, right? Listen to me. These fucking kids, it's about to go down. Somebody gonna die.
Yo, wait. You saw first off when my man started talking shit at the dinner table with the king was sitting there, right? And my man was telling his wife, he was like, "Yo, if you need a real man, you could come up to my." He was telling his own cousins, "If you need a real man, come see me in my room." And my man is just sitting at the table like this. What the fuck, this motherfucker over here talking? I'm gonna hook off in this bitch. If my fucking grandfather wasn't about to croak.
The blood feud is too deep.
Yo,
it
bro,
really is.
Listen, I almost bust my gut when they brought the roasted pig out. I was like, "Yo, playing right now."
Yo, my man stood up. My man started looking at him and laughing at him.
Like,
he was like, "You remember this pig that we gave you as a dragon, bitch? That's why you lost the eye, you motherfucker." He started laughing. And then he stands up and tries to give a speech and trying to get a rise out of homeboy. So he stands up and he hooks off on his cousin again for the second time.
He's popping off, don't he?
Yo, he's hooking off on this cat. He hooked off on him again. Slugged him in the eye. He slugged him in the right side too, because he slugged him in the eye there where he can't see it coming.
He catch him every time with that hook. Overhand, boy, he catch him every time.
He catch him every time. Then homeboy stands up, kicks him in the chest. Then his father stands up and he looks at Ramirez's husband, and he stands up and looks at him and says, "Go ahead, try it." And the homeboy just freaking. He was like, "All right, you got it, Unc."
Like, nah, you got it,
yeah, they know not to mess with Damon. They know not.
They don't want no parts of. They don't want no parts of Damon.
They don't want that.
They don't want that. They don't want that smoke. That smoke thick, black, and burns. They don't want none of that. They don't want none of that smoke, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The queen thinks she's dark. Let Damon fucking let Damon. Yo, everybody else, when you guys saw that person walking in the black hood through the town, didn't you all think that, yo, that's Damon about to go kill another motherfucker?
Yeah, bro.
You saw him walking through the street, and he had all his like Damon always wears a black hood when he's going to kill somebody. Yeah. This motherfucker walks through the street, then you find out that it's one of the snitch for the whorehouse,
right?
That's telling you what's going on at the King's Palace. But dude, this show,
this shit is
the family feud in this shit.
Bro, it's going. Listen, by the time they come back, all the kids are in their 30s. It's war because at this point, the parents have always interceded in all of the squabbles. But at 30, it's going to be different. The mistake for the Queen's son is that he keeps letting the nephews get older. And now they're going to get to a point where they actually can fight him, they actually can handle him and whatnot. And that's a problem because I hate to tell you, the one that keeps hooking off on him is going to get killed. He's going to get rid of him. He's going to get
they got to get rid of him because he's going to die, man.
Bro, he got on those. And then the little black girl, his cousin, is also going to get it. She's also
that's his wife now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his wife.
The wife.
Yeah. She's gonna get it too. She's gonna get it too.
When you saw Ramiro show up to the castle, and her father was in bed, and the brother comes in there, and his daughter comes in there, and they're married, and she shows him the baby, and the father's in his deathbed, and the brother smells the cup. He was like, as soon as I saw him pick up the cup.
Mm-hmm.
After his daughter gave it to him, and she picked up the cup and started smelling it, it was like, we come from fire. Why is he drinking this much milk of the puppy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't. He starts looking around. He's like, these motherfuckers are sedating him. That way he can't do nothing. He has to be in bed all day.
Yeah, dude, listen.
And then went up, dude, that scene right there made the whole movie because any father would do the same thing for his daughter.
No. Listen.
Get out of fucking bed.
Listen, the high point of this motherfucker is when homie said, these kids are bastards and she is a whore.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm like, bro, you about to die, homie.
Yeah.
You about to die.
That's why Damon just said, "Say it." He knew what was coming.
Get it out.
David was like, yo, I've been dying to hook off with your ass. He was like, go ahead, say it. Say it one time. Say it what you said.
He said, these kids are bastards. I was like, oh shit. He said that shit is
Bro.
Dude, he chopped his head in half. He chopped it right in the mouthpiece.
Right.
In the mouthpiece. And he told the king, you don't need to take out his tongue.
Yeah, he can keep the tongue.
He can keep the tongue. Yo, this motherfucker. And he just put his sword right back in his shit. And he looked at the king's guard. None of y'all want it.
Yo,
None of y'all want
Now
it.
the crazy thing is that the Targaryens,
Valerians?
the Valerians. Now
Yeah.
the mom, I think she's gonna lose it at this point because most of her
Which one?
family members,
the
Princess
sea snake's wife, the one that
Yeah.
got
Okay.
the sea snake's
The
wife.
cousin? Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna. I mean, she's already at a point where she's seeing red at this point.
No, she can't see red. You gotta realize one thing. She took out her main upset with taking out the brother. The brother's always been a pain in the ass since he had to fight in the Dead Isles.
Yeah.
When Damon had to fight in the Dead Isles, this motherfucker was trying to start a revolt against his brother. And they're saying that the brother is dead. I have a funny feeling this motherfucker's gonna show up alive and well. And when he finds out that Damon killed his killed his brother, that's when we're gonna get to shits.
It's gonna be on.
Yeah, it's gonna get to. It's definitely about to get different, bro. Like, listen,
different is not the fucking word.
It's about to
Shit.
get different, boy. Listen, I'm looking like, bro. When these kids, when this shit get uncoupled and these kids get loose, it's about to be different. It's about to be on. Because even when they fought when it was kids, that fight was like, I didn't see that.
His ass, dude. That was a straight street.
Yo, this shit was crazy. Yo, he was gonna bust her ass with that rock.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
dude.
He was gonna bust his ass with that rock.
You take my mother's dragon the same day that my mother fucking gets buried.
Yeah.
Disrespectful ass.
You disrespectful fucking prick. Just because you wanted a dragon. All right, I'm gonna take your eye real quick. We're gonna hop on your ass real quick.
No, they showed like he was handling them, but they show kicked his ass. They was like,
but you gotta realize how much older he was to him.
He's 4 or 5 years old.
We got him from some years.
Yeah, I think he's got him from some years, right? 4 or 5 years older than him.
Yeah,
they're all the young ones, but it took 3 of them to fucking get him on the ground and start thumping his ass out.
They got his ass when they threw that sand in his face. It was like, okay, we got you now. How about this? I didn't see the knife coming out. That I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see the knife thing, but when that happened, I was like, oh.
Woo.
Yo, but this whole blood feud. This is one of the things that I love about Game of Thrones is the family aspect of it. And the way they treat everything. It's either fucking pure fire or pure fucking deception or pure cheat.
Yeah.
Because the queen wanted to get cut. When she pulled out the fucking knife on the queen, she was like, okay, I'm going to let your hand go. I'm going to let you cut my arm. For that way they can see who the fuck you really are.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows who you are.
And that's what this episode is, just tying everything. And that's another thing that Game of Thrones does. It ties everything in so fucking well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're doing 10-year jumps and they're still tying shit in well. So I want to know what's going to happen once this bitch sits on the queen that's not supposed to be the queen anymore after the king dies. So as soon as the king dies, he gets buried, his daughter takes the throne. And her family is the next in succession.
Yo, I mean, listen.
He named her while he was alive. And he did it again. And like I said, one of the best scenes in this fucking episode is that when the daughter came calling, the father fucking stopped taking months all the pain that he was in. He stopped taking all the medicine, all the fucking milk of the puppy, and stood up in the court and says, "I'm going to talk for my daughter. This is the line of succession. That's it. This is my wishes. No milk of the fucking puppy. I'm sober, bitch." Meanwhile, this motherfucker in the hand trying to give him more fucking milk of the puppy, trying to give him a double dose.
Yeah.
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 And the king saw it, and he was like, "Really?"
I mean, dude, like, can we just talk about the incest in the family shit? Bro, I'm like, what?
Yo, it's some sick shit.
Cousin marrying the uncle and the cousins marrying the cousins, and I'm like,
dude, these are first cousins. These are not fucking third or fourth, fifth, sixth or seventh cousins. These are the first. This is your cousin because that's my brother right there.
Dude,
that's some sick shit.
Crazy, bro. Like y'all need.
No wonder the kids are coming out fucked up.
Yeah, dog. No wonder the kids is all crazy, bro. Y'all doubling up on DNA, bro. Like, dog.
Yeah,
we gotta keep a pure bloodline. I'm gonna marry my sister.
That is absolutely crazy, bro. Absolute craziness.
I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Like, no, you're gonna marry your cousin next week.
Yo, and the way Devera is playing the Game of Thrones, she's playing it perfectly, bro.
Yeah.
She's playing this shit to the fucking T. She's like, okay, you guys all know the ships. I have a couple of dragons. I'm the next in succession. Join my side. I'll make sure that the Iron Isles stays or not the Iron Isles, the sea stays to you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, like a bitch, but she still ended up doing it, and they married their first cousins off to both boys. Now you got Valerian and fucking Targaryen, even though they're not, but
even though
they're still Targaryen.
Yeah, well, and make no mistake, man. The sea serpent's wife has also got her eye on the throne because the kids marrying puts her daughter in succession possibly for that throne. So everybody's got their eye on that throne to rule. And listen, unfortunately,
when the husband comes back, boy, that husband he has his eye on that shit.
Yeah, he been
had his eye on that. He had his eye on that a long time.
He definitely gonna be on a whole nother vibe when he come home, bro. Find out the brother's dead, that Damon killed him. It's about to get real different in there, bro. Thanksgiving is not gonna be the same at the castle.
Dude, actually, that whole dinner scene was like a Thanksgiving fucking dinner. You know that?
Yeah.
That whole dinner scene was just like a Thanksgiving dinner. Motherfuckers drinking too much. Fucking around with their cousins.
Literally.
Giving around fake ass speeches that we all love each other.
Yep. Just to appease him.
Yeah, bro. Saying inappropriate shit on the slide to each other's wives and all that kind of shit. Like
talking slick and shit. Yeah. This is all Thanksgiving dinner on 1,000.
Bro, I don't want to be around for Christmas with them all.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's gonna be different.
Yeah, but this show, let's hit to the next one because that does it for the fucking Game of Thrones. God damn, I can't wait for this Sunday.
I think we're gonna wrap that one up though, and maybe do we're gonna double down on Power next week. We're at 144. It's time to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
You're muted, guy. The gremlins got you.
Hello, my bad. I'm not muted. All right, I just want to jump back in and say thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We are going to do Ring of Power double down next week. We're a little stretched for time. We got a little too heated on She-Hulk, so we're here, but you can find this podcast on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for kicking it with us. You're going to get New York City Comic-Con stuff from us this week, uploads. We got a bunch of other stuff coming. Some interviews that we may be landed, ? Coming in the future after Comic-Con, because you boys were also out there making connections. Shout out Charles and Chase on that. And from all of us here at Mancave101, we appreciate you guys kicking it with us tonight. and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace. Outro. Bye.